Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll be all set. We're back with another video. This time from the content creator Jason Black. His channel is Business. I'll put it on the screen. And I've seen clips from him throughout the years. I found some clips of his. I haven't heard this call yet, so it's a blind reaction. The title of his video is 29-year-old mom goes nuts. No one wants you.
One, age does matter as a woman, no doubt. However, you're kind of making a mountain out of a molehill as far as what that means for her being able to get a husband. Definitely. Okay. You're blowing it way out of proportion.
Well, let me find out here. How old are you, Kitty?
I'm 29.
Okay, then Kitty, how in the world can you speak for that? You're only 29. You don't have enough experience to speak on this.
Well, for one, I've been married twice to two black men. I've actually been married.
That tells us a lot.
I've been married to two black men who were engineers.
Okay.
And I have experienced the gambit.
So you've had two failed marriages at 29.
Absolutely, yes.
At 20,
yes, I have.
You struck out twice at 29.
Absolutely, yes, I have. And
right.
That is a huge accomplishment, considering the fact that most black women, 70%, will never be married ever in their lifetime. So I accomplished and failed twice at something that most black women will never do.
Is it an accomplishment if you got divorced? If you got divorced, is that really an accomplishment?
Absolutely. Because you know why?
What?
Because when you
what
value, for example, if you value entrepreneurship, you're probably going to fail 5, 6, 10, you might even fail 20 times.
Right.
But if you value being an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter how many
but here's the problem, Kitty. Here's the problem.
It doesn't matter.
Kitty, you're not a success until you get to 21. Kitty, if you fail at starting a business 3, 4, 5 times, you're not a success until you get to the 6th one. So those previous, you're right.
Kitty, and I value.
I'm hosting my program. Kitty, I'm hosting my program. Let's not do that. You got some real bad.
I can't hear you. There might be a lag.
Man, you can hear me just fine. I can hear myself on Blog Talk. You hear me just fine. Let's not do that.
No, I'm saying there might be a lag on my phone. Is what I'm
Bad.
saying.
I've listened to it on the phone when you all call in. I listen to it before you all get on the line.
Okay.
It works just fine. Let's not do that. That's a real bad look for you. At 29, I can see why certain things have occurred. Let's not do that. Let's do better.
You don't have to hide away from you. I'm the right person to call this show.
Okay,
because you don't have anybody intelligent,
ma'am.
Someone that's confident
We don't have,
to come after
you're giving your opinions on your failures at 29.
I can keep on going about the points, and I can deconstruct your argument.
Okay,
and I don't have to use any cuss
you
words.
cannot talk over the host. Is what you can't do. You cannot do that.
See, I can already tell, and it's similar to the Mr. Samuels show. They're because I can see what she said, deconstruct your argument without cursing. They're just here to argue and win, but they're missing the point of the conversation, not realizing how much of an ass they're making themselves seem like.
And you look real raggedy to be 29 and behaving like you're 59. That's not a good look. I'm just trying to bring your attention to the fact that you got a real raggedy look right now. You might want to take a moment to improve it, because it looks real bad. You sound 29, and this is exactly the type of bitter attitude that me and the previous caller referring to. You're 29, demonstrating why you're twice divorced. Exactly. No man is going to sit there and
I'm not bitter. I want to get married again. I'll run down the aisle. I'm not bitter at all.
Okay.
I can't wait to get married again.
Okay. I imagine you can't.
When you're a woman that can get a man to provide and protect you, you're not bitter.
Kitty, the problem is you're eager to get married, but there are no men eager to marry
you.
Exactly. No, there have been men.
No, ma'am. You said it right. You admitted it right the first time.
I've been married twice.
You admitted it right the first time.
I've been married twice.
You've been divorced twice.
Damn right. No.
Okay, thank you. No, you've been no. Say it correctly. Say it correctly.
One divorce.
Say it correctly. You have not been married twice. You have failed at marriage. You have 2 failed marriages.
You're absolutely right.
You have yet to prove that you can succeed at marriage.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? It might take 10 marriages.
Know. We're looking at you right now.
If you're going to be that way, then tell all the entrepreneurs, listen, your second restaurant failed. You're not good enough to be an entrepreneur. Your dreams will never
No,
happen.
ma'am. No, I'm
That is
saying
very
that they cannot.
dismissive and
No,
disgusting
you
thing to
cannot
say.
you cannot claim that you're a successful entrepreneur until you actually succeed.
I didn't say I was successful. I didn't say I was successful.
Okay,
I
no,
said
then
if
you cannot
entrepreneurship-
talk about what you're gonna do, what you might be able to do in the future. We can only give you credit for what you've actually done, not what you hope you
And
can
I
do.
said what I did. I had 2
Okay,
divorces. I absolutely
we don't
said
give
that.
we don't give entrepreneurs credit for what they hope to do.
Not
we give them
and-
credit
and-
for what they
and-
succeed
and
at.
to have 2 divorces would imply that 2 men had to choose me out of every woman that they know. They had to stand before me and God and our family and friends, and they had to announce that they wanted to marry me.
And how that
yes, they had to do
and
that
how
right.
did and how
if
did
the
that
man
turn
wanted to
out?
possibly I didn't get left twice. I got divorced
Ma'am,
twice.
we
which is more
judge
than I
you
can
by
say for half of this audience.
we judge you
Yeah.
by results. What were the results of those marriages?
Yeah.
She's really trying to stand on the fact that she's twice divorced at 29. If you're twice divorced at 29, it's something up with you. I knew a guy who was twice divorced at 25. Guess what? It was something up with him.
We judge you by
My
results.
relationships were legitimate relationships.
Okay, how
Men
did they
have to
end?
divorce me
How did
if
they
want
end?
to leave.
Okay, and how did they end up? Because we only judge results. How did it result out?
In divorce.
And it sounds like they both left her.
Divorce.
Okay,
Because
thank
unlike
you.
most black
And
women,
that's
if you want to lay
all
with
that
me
matters.
and you want to leave,
And
there's going
that's-
to be paperwork
and
involved.
that's all that
There's
matters.
going to be paperwork involved if you
Ma'am,
want to leave me.
That's all that matters. That's all that
Exactly.
matters. Thank you. Your results are all that matter. So you're talking about,
And furthermore,
you
when
don't
it
have
comes to
marriages,
the topic
you
of
have
the show,
failed
the
marriages.
age thing is extremely dismissive to women. I want all the women in the audience to listen
Ma'am,
to what this man said.
yes,
He's
listen
being
to what-
dismissive
listen to
of
what
your
I have
feminine
to say.
power. What he's saying is,
Okay,
what
Kitty,
he's implying is that
Kitty,
you don't have any sexual
I'm gonna try this one last
valuability.
time. Kitty, do not talk over the host again. That is the last time I'm going to tell you
I'm sorry.
to not bring ghetto centricity here. Do not do that.
It's almost unbearable at
You
this
are
point.
a
I wasn't
horrible,
raised in a hood. I grew up in
ma'am,
a 5-bedroom
you are
house
a
in the
horrible,
suburbs. My mother has
despicable
a master's
example
degree.
of femininity.
My mother has a master's degree,
And
sir.
that matters what?
I'm not ghetto at all.
I know a lot of hood rats with master's degrees.
I never grew up in the hood, and I'm not a hood
Ma'am,
rat,
I
sir.
know plenty of dumb women with master's degrees. So what?
Well, my IQ is 140, sir.
Ma'am,
Being tested in the 4th grade.
I can't.
You can be intelligent and lack self-awareness, and a degree doesn't dictate if someone can be ghetto or not, or act classless. That has nothing to do with degrees. You can have a PhD and still be a hood rat.
You
I can
sound
wake up and
very,
say mashed
ma'am. You
potato
sound
gravy,
very,
and it will sound
you
intelligent
sound
because I
very
am.
masculine and very unfeminine. Now that's not up for debate. Do you have
I'm
children?
living off of my first husband. You want to know something?
Okay. Do you
What?
you have
Marry a man and
children?
you get a man to invest in,
Ma'am,
you can do things like that.
do you
and
have
you won't look
Kitty,
old when you're 35
Kitty,
years old.
do
When
you
I
have
look-
children?
When I turn 40 years old, I'm going to look dumb popping, yes.
Kitty,
'Cause
do
my
you have
husband's work
Kitty? Where are your
What?
Where are your children? Where are your
What
children?
is she talking about?
I don't have children, and you as a lawyer, weren't you a lawyer? Why would you ask me a question like that?
Okay.
Isn't that a leading question?
Do you
You're
have
assuming I have children.
I didn't assume. I asked you if you do. You don't listen very well.
But you asked me a question. How many children do you have? You as a lawyer should not ask me a question like that. How many crack
What?
rocks do you have, sir? Come on, how does that sound? Who said I had children?
Okay, Kitty.
You're assuming.
Kitty, are
And if
you
you
and
wanna know,
Kitty? Are you
I
and
have
I?
one.
Okay. Oh, you
I
have.
have one
Wow.
child,
So she
And
now.
I had
Is she on drugs? What is she talking about?
that
She
child
first-
before I married
okay.
any of my husbands.
So
I got
she's
two
a
men that married
baby.
me with a child.
So she's
And
a
tell the women of
baby
the audience
mama.
They can do it too.
Let me turn her sound
said-
down. She's a baby mama who claimed she got married twice and got left twice. So first she tried to act like she didn't have any children. Now she's admitting it. And by the way, you hear her attitude. You hear how boorish she is. You hear how loud she is. You hear how belligerent she is. You can very clearly see why at 29, she's got that PTSD where she's angry, she's upset, she's mad, she's belligerent, she's got an attitude, she is bitter as hell. At 29, she doesn't sound soft. She doesn't sound feminine.
Hell no.
She sounds like some dudes you got into it at the liquor store. But then again, she's got Ciroc, which means she likes cheap, nasty liquor. But that just tells you that's the type of female she is. The cheap, nasty chicks, this is where they end up at. So she's trying to tell us all that she has an IQ, and if you don't stop lying on my phone, my mama has a master's degree. Okay, that's even if that were true, which is not. But even if it were, it's your mom's degree. You're supposed to be a grown woman. You're
Bragging
out here in
on
the
your
world attempting to impress other people by bragging on a degree that isn't even yours. That's what happens when you have no accomplishments of your own. You start trying to brag on stuff that other people got. I'm living off my first husband. First of all, if you don't quit lying, you are a pathological, chemically induced liar. But even if that were true, these fantasies you're weaving is pathetic because you're not bragging on anything you got. You're bragging on stuff that other people got and claiming that you have proximity to it. So somebody needs to give you credit for proximity. And that's not the way that this works. We judge people based on results.
There you go.
We judge people based on progress. We judge people based on accomplishments. And you don't actually have any. I'm sitting here looking at what are your accomplishments, and your accomplishment is becoming a baby mama, and today you're nobody's wife. You are still a baby mama. And by the way, she's still yelling.
We do that. Why is it when women give birth, they get to stay home?
So he muted her, and she was yelling that whole time.
Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
That's funny.
I have to provide for her. How come when women get young, they can have...
And understand something. I turned her volume down. I turned it right back up again. Yes, this is the amount of emotional instability that you will encounter when you realize you screwed up your life at an early age.
Yep.
And because you are uncoachable, you kind of get stuck there.
Support for me. I'm giving you every reason why you need to meet all these standards for a marriage I'm not even going to ask you for.
What?
And this is your brain
why
on
do I have to
drugs.
provide for a woman?
What?
Why do I have
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your brain on drugs.
to provide for herself? Why do I have to be the one to accept her when she's old? Why should I take care of an old woman? Why does an old woman have any value?
What
She
is-
doesn't have bouncy titties. She's not young anymore. What does an old woman have?
But she's not even old.
Yeah. Nutty as she can be. Can you find the chick who got divorced, the baby mama who got left twice?
That's what value she has. Don't you ever say that. Because if you do what you're supposed to do and you marry a woman and stay with her for the rest of your life, you're going to be married to a 66-year-old woman, you weak ass. How dare you? What you going to say to your wife that's been there with you and raised your kids for 50 fucking years? You going to look at her and tell her, what worse do you have? Yeah, that's what most of you do. And you leave them after they have your fucking kids and be there for you. And you still don't fucking marry them. How dare you?
Why in the
How fucking
world?
dare you?
She is nuttier than 10 pounds of squirrel shit. God.
Why are you
Watch
so
your mouth.
emotional?
You're not going to sit here and dismiss women. You're not going to do it in front of me. I don't give a fuck how raggedy women out there. I don't give a fuck how raggedy they are. Because guess what? Women want marriage. And if you niggas told women, if you stop doing this, I will not marry you, I bet you they would stop.
But you're
Why
not
do you think
worthy.
they have butt breaking and slavery? Why do you think they have butt breaking and slavery and not woman breaking?
But
Because
you're not
women-
worthy of
What,
being a
that's why
wife. You
women-
had
what,
two men revoked your marriage license.
breaking, not woman breaking. You lead by example. If you want women to stop being raggedy, you lead by example. Give them an incentive. Why don't you tell these women you're going to marry
No
them if
accountability.
they act right? And they fucking will. Because women are doing everything else to get a wedding ring. They out here looking pussy and doing everything else to try to get married. So I guarantee you, if you niggas offer marriage for them to act right, watch your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Oh man, that was sad, wasn't it?
That's great. That's great.
Oh, that was just plain old sad.
That's classic.
When women age out, they go nuts. They go crazy. They go out of their minds. They go bonkers. When you realize that the last train has left and you are nobody's preferred option, this is what occurred.
Man, I was not expecting that call to go that way at the end. I promise y'all, I did not. I listened to the first few minutes. Saw that it had about 100,000 views, that video, but I did not know how it was going to end like that. And that makes it even better, man. We definitely will be reviewing more of the business channel with Jason Black. We most definitely will. As I stated before, I've seen him in small clips and I already knew a couple things. I knew he was obviously an intelligent man and I knew he was hilarious. But Jesus, I didn't know his calls get like that. My thoughts, therapy. She's 29 years old and already been divorced twice. For her to be 29 and divorced twice, and you got to remember, women divorce men 8 out of 10 times. 8 out of 10 divorces, women are leaving men. Men rarely leave. So for men to leave twice, that tells you what kind of energy this lady have. And that was before she went all nuclear at the end. This lady out there, mind hurt, needs a lot of intensive therapy that she needs to be going to. And these people who have these issues, they spend their time in these call queues for shows that they hate. That's another thing as well. I'm not really going to get too deep on it. It was something else that I would like to do, maybe a deep dive on, is hate watch. People watching content that they actually hate. And that's something that I don't participate in. That seems unhealthy. It's a really weird obsession. And to watch things that constantly make you negative, I just don't understand it. But hey, what the hell do I know? I'm just a pothead talking on YouTube. You guys let me know what you think after party in the comments. My name's Theodore Cooper, but you can
call me bitch.
Do better.